Do you know what protected speech is?
I do not.
Do you know what unprotected speech is?
I do not.
Do you know what the 14th Amendment is of the United States Constitution?
No, I do not.
Do you know what a traditional public forum is?
I do not.
He's an 8-year-old with a badge.
Trespassing?
Yes, sir.
Call supervisor. Call
There's
your
no
supervisor,
out.
sir.
All right.
Sir, call your supervisor. We'll leave,
Look,
but you need to call your supervisor.
I'm gonna
touch me,
detain you.
She's an attorney for the federal government.
That's fine. So
Cat.
I'm gonna.
I've got one that can see.
How you doing, Mr. Moreno?
I'm doing good. And yourself, Mr. Myers?
I'm good. Well, thanks for coming to do this. I'm going to start with a couple of questions. What's your name and badge number?
Officer Moreno here is the bootlicker's worst nightmare. Anyone that wants to resist an arrest now has a good argument. I'm in the business of deprogramming.
I've got one that can see.
And this guy is good for business.
I'm unsure of what you're asking.
I'm asking, do you believe at the moment pictured in that video you had probable cause to arrest me for criminal trespassing? You're assaulting me.
So I'm gonna ask you nicely, please put your hands behind your back.
For what crime?
Okay, you're trespassing.
Then we'll leave. Ask us to leave and we'll leave. Can you hear that video, Officer Moreno?
Yes, I can.
All right. Go ahead and listen to this. You haven't asked us to leave. You came up and said the land manager wants us to leave. You didn't say, so you need to leave. You haven't even given me a chance to comply. You have your hands on me before you gave me a chance to comply. Call back up. Press your alarm and call back up.
I'm not going off of that video. I'm going off the totality of the circumstance.
I've watched a lot of these deposition vids, and totality of the circumstances is a red flag to me. It's a retreat, an undefinable term they use when they pin down.
Mr. Walquist.
It seems like you don't like his answers, but his answers are recorded.
What's his answer?
This is Doug Downey, the guy who cleans the toilets at the campground. He told Officer Moreno he wants Myers gone, and Moreno took it as marching orders.
That's all you needed. All you needed was to hear from Doug Downey?
Doug Downey was the involved party, yes.
So anybody that calls 911 is automatically telling the truth and you do whatever they say?
Not whatever they say, but they are deemed reliable.
They're deemed reliable because they called 911?
Yes, and that's when an investigation takes place.
Do people ever call 911 and lie?
I would say yes.
Literally anyone can call 911. Doesn't make you reliable.
You signed this document, so you should know what you charged somebody with.
I said criminal trespass.
But I'm asking you to give the elements of subset 30-14-1 subsection C, which is specifically what's alleged in the criminal complaint.
He doesn't know what the elements of trespass are.
Yes, it's going to be there on the criminal complaint.
I know it's on there. I'm asking you to say it, the person who's in charge of enforcing it.
I don't know the complete verbatim of the criminal trespassing. I don't study and sit down and read a verbatim on the state statutes.
Do you enforce state statutes?
Yes, I do.
Is it your sworn duty to know what you're charging someone with before you charge them?
I do know what I'm charging with, but I don't know the verbatim of the state statute.
So have you ever arrested somebody for 30-14-1C?
Yes, I have.
Where were they located when you did that?
Multiple places.
Myers is asking, was he on state or federal property? He can't answer. He doesn't know the difference.
I have every arrest you've ever made here. Narrow it down to the ones you arrested people on state land.
State land?
Yeah. Land owned by the state of New Mexico.
I'm unsure. You can give me a brief example of one of my arrests on criminal trespass.
I mean, you know what I mean? I can't do your job for you, sir. No offense, but you got to answer the questions with what you have, with the information you have. I can't help you answer my questions. So have you ever arrested somebody for trespassing on federal property?
From what I can recall, no.
I hope you know what qualifiers are. They're used by people who don't want to commit. I believe, kinda, from what I can recall. Watch the vid and you tell me, does this officer understand the simple terms that you understand? And it's gonna get worse.
Unsure.
No, or you're unsure, because those are two significant things, sir. If you ask me if I committed a crime and I say no, and if I say unsure, those are two completely different answers and lead to two completely different follow-up questions.
I would say no, not on federal.
So you've never arrested somebody for trespassing on federal land?
From what I can recollect, no.
Have you arrested somebody for a state crime on federal land before?
I'm unaware.
You're unaware if you've ever arrested somebody
Yeah.
on federal land?
Unaware. Yes, sir.
He doesn't know what it is.
Have you ever arrested somebody for a federal crime on federal land?
Unaware.
You're not aware?
Unaware. I went
Officer
off of a
Officer
statement.
Moreno,
Yeah.
what was your reasonable articulable suspicion to non-consensually detain Mr. Myers after you spoke to Doug Downey?
He can't answer. He doesn't know what Raz is.
I'm unsure of what you're asking me.
I'm asking you, what was your reasonable articulable suspicion to non-consensually detain Mr. Myers after your initial conversation with Doug Downey?
I'm unfamiliar with those terms. Are you referring to detaining Mr. Myers after what Mr. Douglas informed me?
You're not familiar with the term reasonable articulable suspicion?
Not in the context you're trying to provide it in.
Moving forward, what was your probable cause to arrest Mr. Myers for criminal trespassing?
Probable cause.
He doesn't know what it is.
So it's going to be criminal trespass, refuse to leave. It's going to be resisting and concealing identity and disorderly disturbance.
Those are charges, not probable cause.
That's the probable cause. I'm gonna ask you this question again because your answer was nowhere near the answer for the question, okay? What was your probable cause to arrest Mr. Myers for criminal trespassing 30-14-1C?
I gave you the answer.
So you had probable cause based on,
The totality of the circumstance.
You need Raz or probable cause to detain someone. Myers knows this. He's setting them up.
are you required to do an investigation before you detain and arrest someone?
You can detain someone and conduct an investigation where they're not free to leave.
Really?
Yes. It's
What do you
complete-
need in order to do that?
Reasonable suspicion, statements.
So you need reasonable suspicion prior to detaining someone?
Yes.
And what was your reasonable suspicion
Criminal
to detain
trespass.
Mr. Myers?
Criminal trespass.
No, what was your reasonable suspicion that criminal trespass
Criminal
was taking
trespass.
place?
Was the
That's
statement.
not articulable suspicion.
Was the
I can
statement
read you
that
what the
Mr.
prosecutor
Douglas.
wrote.
Seriously, though, I don't think you get to trespass me when you don't even know what it is.
Instead of being ambiguous, let's get really specific. And go back to the original question. Did you verify that Douglas Downey had the actual authority to request Mr. Myers be removed from Hopewell Lake Campground?
No, I did not verify.
Do you know the difference between apparent authority and actual authority?
Yes.
If he can't get this one right.
What are the differences?
Parent authority, someone who's in charge of their children, their own offspring.
He's smiling, but it ain't funny. He thinks apparent authority is what parents have over their kids.
And a what else authority?
I'm gonna let you start over with that, okay? Because I don't think you meant to say that. So I'm gonna ask the question a little slower and a little clearer, okay?
Okay.
Do you know the difference between apparent authority and actual authority?
Oh, I thought you said a parents, as in a mom and dad authority figure. No, I do not.
Do you know what Article 2, Section 10 of the New Mexico Constitution is?
I do not.
You don't.
Not that I can recall, no.
This is the moment that I think Myers knew that this guy can't answer the questions because he doesn't understand them. His whole line of questioning changes.
You know what the First Amendment of the United States Constitution is?
I'm unsure.
Did you testify at the beginning of this that you swore an oath to uphold civil rights?
Yes.
What are those civil rights?
Freedom
That
of
you swore-
speech, religion, right to bear arms, search and seizure.
Those are not civil rights.
What do those fall under?
Civil rights.
Do you know what protected liberty interests are?
I do not.
Do you know what protected speech is?
I do not.
Do you know what unprotected speech is?
I do not.
Do you know what the 14th Amendment is of the United
I-
States Constitution?
No, I do not.
Do you know what the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment is?
I do not.
Do you know what the Due Process Clause of the 14th Amendment is?
I do not.
Do you know what a traditional public forum is?
I do not.
I don't know, man. When they putting cats like this out on the streets, don't you got a duty to disobey?
No, sir. No, what? What did I do?
Arrest for trespassing.
Where? How did I trespass?
Hey!
Quit assaulting me!
Resisting!
I'm protecting myself!
You're under arrest for trespassing!
This ain't
Stop
trespassing!
resisting! Stop resisting, Dan! Yeah? This is not good. Turn around.
This is all good for
Now
you!
you're going to be charged for resisting
And
arrest!
you're gonna be charged for assault!
Turn around. Put your hands behind your
Sorry,
back.
I'm protecting
Can you guys
myself.
help me, please? Help me! You two help me!
Don't!
Help me!
You're gonna get us!
Don't!
You guys help me!
You
Come on.
cannot,
Hey,
you
help
cannot
me!
authorize the
Hey,
citizen to
help me!
help him.
I'm not
If
gonna
you
help
refuse, you will
Help
be
me! This
held.
guy's assaulted me!
Help me!
Help me! He's assaulted me!
You see all the people not running to help that cop? And I know that cat. That's Dan. He beat it in court. But my point here is someone who hired and trained this young man would like to have an audience with you, or someone who looks like you.
I don't even live in Louisiana. How the hell would I have a warrant in Louisiana?
Quentin, you already said your name was that.
My name is not Quentin. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Put your hand by your...
Sir, his name is not Quentin. Quentin.
Then let's see the ID and we'll be done.
Okay, hold on. You told me three different names. You walked up here and told me three different names. Hold on. That's the third name you just... No. No, I'm not gonna be the next nigga you kill.
You keep sending NF drones and tell me I can't sue the judge nor the cop. Why would I comply?
Let me see the ID.
And then you talk about some shit in Louisiana, then you say my name is Quentin. My name is not no
What is
Quentin.
it?
I'm not telling you my
What is
name,
your
but
last
it's not
name?
Quentin. I'm not telling you my last
I'm gonna have
name.
the units come here and put your hands behind your back then, okay?
No.
Okay. Here's the deal. Doesn't that look a lot like you?
No, that don't look like
That's
me.
not
What the fuck is wrong with you, man?
Calm down.
What you trying to say? Because I got glasses and I'm black, that's me?
How can a cop possibly identify a lawbreaker if he doesn't know the law? If my mechanic don't know the difference between a wrench and a screwdriver, he don't get nowhere near my car. And how can this cop have authority over anyone when he doesn't even know what authority is? No one was harmed in the making of this video. The brother was let go. Dan beat his case in court. And there's no chance anything happens to the officers.
Can you see my bloody nose?
A little bit, yeah.
I need you to take a picture right now.
And Myers, he's still fighting. Go over there to his channel, check him out, help him out. I'll catch you cats in the comments section.
I want to give a little update. Since the last video, nothing has really changed. We haven't heard anything back. I'm not.